Have you ever looked up at the sky and seen something so strange, so out of place, that it left you questioning everything you know? What if I told you that around the world, people have witnessed gigantic creatures soaring through the air, creatures that defy logic and challenge our understanding of nature? From mysterious dragons to ancient birds believed to be extinct, these sightings have left even the most skeptical observers baffled. You new to FacttzThing? Make sure to subscribe and also hit the bell icon for more interesting videos. Stay tuned as we dive into 25 of the most incredible, unexplained sightings of giant creatures in the sky. In the remote wilderness of Alaska, locals have long spoken of the Thunderbird, a massive bird with a wingspan so large it blocks out the sun. One day in 2002, a bush pilot reported seeing such a creature. He described it as being similar to a pterosaur, an ancient reptile that lived millions of years ago. The sighting sparked intense debates among scientists and cryptozoologists, but to this day, no one has been able to provide a concrete explanation for what he saw. In 2016, a group of hikers in Wales captured footage of what appeared to be a dragon flying high above the mountains. The creature had a long, serpentine body and massive wings that flapped slowly as it glided through the air. Some believe it was an elaborate hoax, while others insist it was a real, living dragon, a creature from ancient mythology brought to life. The ropen is a legendary creature said to inhabit the skies over Papua New Guinea. Described as a glowing, bird-like creature with a long tail, the ropen is believed by some to be a surviving pterosaur. In 2004, an American explorer claimed to have seen the ropen himself, describing it as a terrifying sight that made him question everything he thought he knew about the world. In the 1960s, the small town of Point Pleasant, West Virginia, was plagued by bizarre and unexplained sightings of giant creatures flying in the sky. But before we embark on this journey into the unknown, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on any of our mysterious content. The Mothman is one of the most famous creatures in cryptozoology, first spotted in 1966 in Point Pleasant, West Virginia. Witnesses described a large humanoid figure with wings and glowing red eyes. The creature reportedly flew at high speeds and was seen by numerous residents over a year, culminating in the tragic collapse of the Silver Bridge. Was the Mothman a harbinger of doom or a creature from another dimension? Now our journey takes us to Tombstone, Arizona, in April 1890, where two cowboys reportedly shot down an enormous bird-like creature. Described as having wings like a bat and a body resembling that of a serpent, this so-called Thunderbird had a wingspan that stretched over 100 feet. Eyewitnesses claimed the creature was unlike anything they had ever seen, leading to wild speculation that this could be a living relic from the age of dinosaurs. Was this a giant bird, a prehistoric pterosaur, or something else entirely? In January 2004, a police officer in Monterrey, Mexico, encountered something truly terrifying. While on patrol, he saw what appeared to be a human figure flying through the sky, dressed in black and with large wings. The officer reported that the creature swooped down toward his car before ascending back into the sky. The sighting was so disturbing that the officer required medical attention for shock. Was this a case of mass hysteria? Or was something truly unnatural haunting the skies over Monterey? In October 2010, residents of Inverness, Scotland, reported seeing a shadowy figure flying above the town. The creature was described as a banshee, a harbinger of death from Irish and Scottish folklore. Witnesses claimed the banshee had large, bat-like wings and emitted a chilling wail that could be heard from miles away. The sighting caused widespread panic, with many fearing that a great tragedy was imminent. But was this truly a banshee, or was something else responsible for the eerie encounter? December 2009 saw a bizarre sight in the skies over Norway. A spiraling blue light, resembling a serpent twisting in the heavens, was visible for several minutes before disappearing. Some speculated it was a malfunctioning missile, but others were convinced it was a giant, otherworldly creature. The phenomenon sparked widespread debate, with theories ranging from advanced military technology to interdimensional beings. Could this have been a massive sky serpent, or was it merely an optical illusion? In July 2013, a group of explorers in the Rub al-Khali Desert, also known as the Empty Quarter, reported seeing a colossal bird soaring high above the dunes. The creature was reminiscent of the legendary roc from Arabian folklore, said to be so large it could carry off elephants. Witnesses described its wingspan as being over 50 feet wide, with feathers as black as night. Was this a living roc, or was the harsh desert environment playing tricks on the minds of the explorers? May 2012 brought a chilling sighting in the skies over Santiago, Chile. Residents reported seeing a demonic figure with large bat-like wings and glowing red eyes flying over the city. The creature was said to let out a blood-curdling scream as it passed overhead, leaving those who witnessed it in a state of shock. Some believe it was a demon from ancient Chilean folklore, while others think it could have been an unknown species of bat. Could such a terrifying creature really exist? In August 2017, climbers on Mt. Fuji witnessed a fiery bird-like creature flying against the backdrop of the setting sun. The creature's wings appeared to be engulfed in flames, resembling the mythical phoenix, a bird said to rise from its ashes in a cycle of death and rebirth. The sighting was brief, but it left a lasting impression on those who saw it. Was this a case of mass hallucination, or could the legendary phoenix actually be real? March 2018 saw an astonishing sighting in Queensland, Australia, where several fishermen reported seeing a gigantic whale-like creature flying above the ocean. The creature was said to have a massive body, fins, and a tail, much like a whale, but it soared gracefully through the air. Witnesses described it as a sky whale, a creature they believed was a harbinger of storms. Could this have been a previously undiscovered species, or was it simply a trick of the light? In June 2016, villagers in Papua New Guinea reported seeing a giant bat flying over their homes. The creature, dubbed the Papua bat, was said to have a wingspan of over 15 feet and was unlike any known species of bat. Some villagers claimed it was a spirit, while others believed it was a giant version of the Pteropus, or flying fox species. Could this be an undiscovered species of bat, or was it a figment of the villagers' imaginations? April 22, 2019 brought reports of a gargoyle-like creature flying over the Catalonian countryside. Witnesses described the creature as having a grotesque, stone-like appearance, with wings that resembled those of a bat. The sighting sparked fear among locals, with many believing the creature was an omen of bad luck. Was this a real-life gargoyle, or was it a case of mistaken identity? In August 2001, an American missionary reported seeing a giant pterodactyl-like creature flying over the remote jungles of Papua New Guinea. The creature was described as having a wingspan of over 20 feet, with leathery wings and a beak filled with sharp teeth. The sighting led to an expedition to find the creature, but no concrete evidence was ever found. Could this have been a surviving pterosaur, or was it simply a misidentified bird? January 2015 saw a strange sight in the skies over Siberia, Russia. Residents reported seeing a bird-like creature engulfed in flames flying across the night sky. The creature was reminiscent of the firebird from Russian folklore, a magical bird that could bring both fortune and destruction. Witnesses were left baffled, with some believing it was a natural phenomenon, while others thought it was a sign of impending disaster. Could the firebird truly exist, or was it a mere illusion? October 2014 saw a stunning sight in the skies over Liaoning Province, China. Residents reported seeing a dragon-like creature flying above the mountains, with scales that glimmered in the sunlight and a long, winding tail. The sighting was so convincing that it led to a surge in dragon-related tourism in the area. Was this a real-life dragon, or was it simply a case of mass hysteria? In March 2002, an Alaskan pilot reported seeing a massive bird-like creature flying alongside his plane. The creature, which he described as a thunderbird, had a wingspan that dwarfed his aircraft and feathers as dark as night. The sighting caused a media frenzy, with many speculating that the Thunderbird was a living dinosaur. Could the Thunderbird really exist, or was it just an overactive imagination? June 2017 brought a terrifying sight in the skies over Matobo Hills, Zimbabwe. Villagers reported seeing a large, snake-like creature flying through the air with scales that shimmered in the sunlight. The creature was believed to be a flying serpent from local folklore, said to bring misfortune to those who see it. The sighting caused widespread panic, with many fearing that a great disaster was imminent. Was this a real creature, or was it simply a case of mass hysteria? April 2013 saw a strange sighting in the skies over Lusaka, Zambia. Residents reported seeing a giant owl-like creature flying above the city, with wings that spanned over 10 feet. The creature was believed to be a harbinger of death, with many fearing that it was an omen of bad things to come. Could this have been an unknown species of owl, or was it simply a case of mistaken identity? As we've journeyed through these incredible sightings, one thing is clear: the skies above us are full of mysteries that we have yet to understand. From dragons to thunderbirds, these creatures challenge our perception of reality and leave us with more questions than answers. Are these sightings simply a case of mistaken identity, or is there something more to these tales of giant creatures in the sky? Whatever the truth may be, one thing is certain: we live in a world full of wonders waiting to be discovered.